Hey guys, welcome back to Britain's Rare Guitars. Today we've got Wunnadem Guitars from South Cambridgeshire, and Odin is going to tell us all about Wunnadem Guitars.
Wunnadem Guitars. Plays like liquid, sounds like it looks. Took enough times. It is about having a more robust, sturdy guitar neck that you can do, or bass neck, that you can do more with. Less is more.
That's really cool. I really like the unique neck and everything on it, but I saw that building guitars isn't your only job, isn't your main job. No,
we come from a background of classic car restoration. So everywhere from building a car from the ground up, from a 1950s Mercedes, building the chassis, making the panels, beating them, painting it, spraying it, anything to do with metal work, we can do it.
Do you recycle any of the parts from your cars into guitars, or are they?
Yes, many of the many offcuts and stuff that we have from the guitars, or even we live in the countryside of South Cambridgeshire, so we're often out and about and finding interesting bits of whatever, as you will see through this interview. Anything can be made into a guitar.
But surely that's a big jump from classic car restoration to guitars, is it not?
Well, it sounds it, but actually cars and guitars are very serendipitous with each other. I mean, when was the last time you watched a ZZ Top video that didn't have a cool car in it?
Ah, good point.
It just happens.
Very good. So, where did you come up with this amazing concept for the neck?
So, it all started about 5 or 6 years ago. Scalloped guitars, if I may. Scalloping in that way is nothing new. It's been done before, like you see on a Ritchie Blackmore Strat or Sinister Gates.
Steve Vai,
Yngwie Malmsteen. People have been playing scalloped guitars. So we thought, why don't we scallop our own guitar? And as we started, we got a bit carried away and a bit exuberant. So we went in at the front and then we started going around the side. And initially, we just really enjoyed the aesthetic. We were, oh, blimey, that looks cool. So Dad brought it home and honestly, I was aghast. I thought it was horrible. What have you done to this? And he insisted, just play it, just get used to it. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of weeks, it just clicked. Because there is less there, you can do more. You don't feel the inclination to touch as much of the neck.
Now, as guitar players, you do have to play slightly lighter, isn't that right?
Yep, it forces you to have a lighter touch. It's physics, basically. The less power you're putting into it, the faster you can go. If you're just tense and gripping it all the time, you're only going to go that fast.
Of course. So, that's your first model, the first concept. Do you have any different models?
Well, yes. So after this one, having realised that wood loses all of its structural integrity, we needed to make a stronger neck. So the very first guitar that we made, if I may come around the back of the shop, is this acoustic right here. I say acoustic, semi-acoustic. It was an old Yamaha guitar that we repaired and then retrofitted one of our necks to it. So no, it is not the most glamorous thing, but it does play. This instantly played better than any, let alone acoustic, most electric guitars that I've ever played and ever put my fingers on.
So the neck, does it have a truss rod down it or anything?
Nope. Truss rods are a thing of the past. They are obsolete. We've got a tube running down right the centre of the neck. So what that means is it's hollow. You can run stuff up to your neck. You can have flamethrowers, laser lights, LEDs in your fretboard, smoke machines, whatever you want can be installed into one of them.
So does that make the setup very different, just changing the action or
it makes it so much easier. Where half of the work of setting up an instrument is getting the neck straight relative to the tension of your strings.
Of course.
But when the neck is already straight, that's it. Half of the work is done and all you've got to worry about is your action and intonation here. Equally, to make it easier, we've made the necks flat. Radiuses, in our opinion, it's a tradition sort of thing.
Yeah,
these instruments have been made like this for so many years. Why would we change it? Because we can, because it makes it easier. So once you've got your strings on there and you know your bridge is flat, you know you're there. Flat is flat.
So guys, if any of you are interested in Wunnadem Guitars, you can get hold of you guys through your Facebook page, and if that doesn't work, you can hit us up on Britain's Rare Guitar Facebook page.